What is up, guys? Welcome, Crypto FUD. And let's jump right into this, guys. First things first, wanted to point out today is Buy No FUD Wednesday. Look at this. Got the hoodie on today. Able to put it on. Crips got the hoodie on today, bro. What is going on? Can't wait till it gets to winter. This thing is like thick too. No Diddy on that one. Pop open the Twisted Tea. Cheers, guys. Salute. It's just so cold. Like bubbles on your lips. Hey guys, listen. The merch is still for sale. Just go click the link whenever you guys are available. I think they're like $30, $35, I think it is. I don't remember exactly what it is, but go check out the links. Well, guys, welcome. Happy Wednesday. I'm always forgetting what freaking day it is. Happy Wednesday, guys. Hope you guys are hanging in there. I know we've seen a little bit of a drop today. Another one. If you guys remember the stream yesterday, I pretty much called it as of yesterday. I do have this little W pattern here because it looks like we might be forming somewhat of a W pattern right here. I was just doing my own little thing, and I was like, I wonder if this is going to play out. We'll see how it goes. Double bottom. Obviously, usually double bottom. Usually the W's, right W's in the chat, but they usually do end up running. So we'll see how this plays out. So everything's looking, a little bit worse than it was yesterday. I'm not going to be, sugarcoat it at all, guys. Remember yesterday's stream, we were somewhere around like 59, 58 yesterday, and I told you guys, I said next spot for some solid support was going to be this 57.9. I should start grabbing, from the day previous if I do predict or call something, because I did call this. I said 57.9 was going to be the next spot for some solid support, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. We broke a little bit below right there at the 57.88, right? But I mean, you can pretty much call it. It was spot on as far as finding that spot for some solid support. So from there, you guys can see, like I said, pretty much a double bottom. We are hitting our head, though, now at the 59.6 as some resistance. So, it's one of those weeks, guys, where it looks like there's a lot of market manipulation going on. Today, the stock market also was down as well. Not too bad, but was down as of today. I know there's a lot of earnings coming out, like Nvidia and a lot of stuff like that that's dropped in the recent few hours. Not really too big on all that stuff. Nvidia was supposedly having a good earnings call. Let me see if it's affected anything with AI. Fetch is still down like crazy, so nothing really as far as trickling over to crypto at all. So Bitcoin has, though, since the earnings of Nvidia did drop, believe it or not, we have seen a little bit of a move towards the upside. This is when we came back to retest this 59.6 area right here after the earnings were dropped. So we'll see how it plays out for tomorrow. Maybe stocks open up tomorrow and they're doing a lot better. Maybe it can carry Bitcoin as well. So we'll see how it plays out. Troy said NFK to the moon. Jay said up your anus, or to Uranus, I'm sorry. Hey Gina, how are you? Jay said Crips got the hoodie on. Let's see here. How low is Ordy? We're going to pull that up right now. Troy said time for a big bounce. Buy NFK. Khalil, Nvidia beat earnings, but they barely beat and they dropped. The market wanted a grand slam. Yeah, I saw they were like hovering around like 125, and then I was watching it right after the earnings came out. They were sitting somewhere around. We can actually pull. I don't know if it's going to show me aftermarket on TradingView, but aftermarket it was like trading somewhere around like 117, 120. So it did actually come down. But what was weird is Bitcoin was reacting positively right after that. What did it have any correlation with? Particularly, the Nvidia, I don't think so, but who knows? Check something out real quick. Make sure you guys are slapping those likes. We got, 4 likes right now? Come on. The hell are we doing here? Let's slap those likes. Come on. Hit it. Do it. Do it. Gina said, where's Ordy at? So Ordy right now, funny you ask. Gina, we did drop down previously down to about 25.97, pretty much 26. I did take advantage of again. I had jumped in, or picked up more at this drop right here. So just keep accumulating. I was pissed off. What's up, Jasmy? I was pissed off because the portfolio that I am buying ordinals on, I didn't have a lot of USDC. So I went to go transfer USDC, and I don't know what was going on, but it said like the systems were down and I couldn't transfer over to my central exchange. I'm like, bro, what the hell is going on right now? And I was able to buy, a few ordinals, but I have a goal, that I'm trying to get to. And, I up the goal every time. Like I achieve something. I'm like, I want to get to this threshold. I achieve it, and then it's like, I'm on to getting to a new threshold, and I wasn't able to achieve it today only because I wasn't able to transfer over any USDC over to the account until after the fact, right? So I'm still watching it right now. In my opinion, not a bad time though. $27 right now, not looking terrible at all. Let's see. Red Rum said Milady's charts look terrible. Let's pull them up. And let's see. Hey, actually, Milady's up 1%, bro. She's actually up 1% right now. So you can see, bro, listen, a couple of things, Red Rum. This was that big drop that we had on the 4th, right? The whole market took a shit right here. Obviously, we saw a little bit of a rebound. The market's starting to dump. Right now, so far, Milady has found some support at higher levels at the 79. It's pretty much where she's found some support. Right now, she is sitting around the 82. So, I mean, yes, she doesn't look the best, but right now, honestly, bro, can you point out a chart that really looks good right now? Honestly, that's on a traditional market. Nothing really looks good, right? Nothing really looks good for the most part. So it's like you got to push the emotions aside. I know it stinks, and I know you're just like, damn it, you've been waiting for so long for, a big run, and we haven't seen it yet, particularly since March, right? Because the markets did run, right? We've seen highs, on everything. Even Milady, we've seen highs. Some projects like Solana did not see all-time highs yet. I still think it's going to come, but a lot of projects did make all-time highs already, right? I'm not saying that they're done and they're not going to do it again, but, markets rallied in March, but since then we have come down a considerable amount. Milady right now, the market cap sitting at around $60 million. So, I mean, you could look at it as this is still a gift from above that you still have time to accumulate if this is something that you're looking for, right? Excuse me. So looking at the fear and greed index, if you guys remember, we were at like 55 yesterday, right? And I told you I was expecting after yesterday's giga drop that we had during the live stream, right? I was expecting this to probably today show, show that it's dropped, obviously given how the markets just took a crap yesterday evening, and then obviously today as well. And you can see we have dropped down to about 47, meaning majority of the market right now is in fear, right? I look at it as majority of the market right now is bearish, right? So you have 47 right now, not too far until we start getting into that. Man, sorry, I got something in my throat. No diddy on that one. It's not far from now to where we get into the fear actually, because right now we're technically in neutral. We're in neutral zone, but you can just pretty much see it out there. It's like we have a few days where everything's good, and then it's like boom, it's like everybody turns back to being bearish, and I completely understand. You guys remember yesterday I told you that I had gotten liquidated on one of my longs that I had opened up for Bitcoin, right? And I told you guys, I said today they're going to come out with the numbers, and it's going to be a big one, right? Because I know I wasn't alone. And look at that, $110 million liquidated from crypto market in the past 60 minutes. This was yesterday, guys. This was in 60 minutes. Over $100 million. The numbers are out of this world as far as in 24 hours, how many people actually got liquidated. And you're like, well, I mean, people get liquidated all the time, right? But this one right here was a big one, because I told you guys on Sunday we were having a members only stream, and I said, listen, guys, the charts look good. I was like, we were hitting certain levels. Oh yeah, we were over here, right? And I was like, we're playing out this bear flag. You guys remember in the Discord, I pointed it out. I said, look, this bear flag is actually playing out pretty well. We had jumped up to about 65.1, right? And then we got rejected. And I still was bearish. We were still chopping around in this descending channel right here. And I was like, we're probably going to find some support around this 63.4 area, and we'll probably bounce. I was like, everything looks good. The markets are up. The dollar, the DXY is down, right? I mean, we have interest rates are going to be, getting reduced, as like everything seems to be doing good right now. I wouldn't be surprised if we have a solid week coming up. With that being said, I opened up a long, right? Opened up a long when we bounced somewhere around this 63.4, and you guys know the rest of the story. I got my ass handed to yesterday, along with probably thousands of other traders that were on the same boat, thinking that, everything was looking good, right? And we just dropped. We dropped. So this right here, this is from Watcher Guru. This was yesterday at around 6 o'clock when we were streaming. Within 60 minutes, over $110 million was liquidated, right? Just in 60 minutes. I would guarantee that total is somewhere around the billions as of yesterday. From what I'm hearing, is that this was one of the biggest liquidations that we've seen in over a year, just yesterday. And, that tells you that a lot of people like myself, a lot of analysts, a lot of people that were just, that do leverage trading, were anticipating that we were going to have a solid week. And then out of nowhere, we didn't. And this is why I was telling you guys, I was like, listen, something just is not adding up. I was like, I'm telling you, the market, this was as of yesterday, the stock market was doing great, right? Everything was in the green but crypto. And really, it was Bitcoin that was bringing the whole freaking crypto market down. I was like, this is market manipulation, right? We still haven't figured out exactly what's going on, other than seeing the liquidations in the market as far as the shorts, or I'm sorry, the longs. You have to understand that when we see, a day like yesterday where people got liquidated, got their ass wrecked, that's going to contribute to this downward movement that we've had, right? So what initiated that is what a lot of people are speculating, like what started that massive drop. Within minutes, we had dropped from 62, 63 down to 58,000, or we were down about $4,000 within probably 10, 15 minutes. That was a massive whale. Institution, something that sold off a big chunk yesterday and basically initiated all those longs like myself to being liquidated, right? And that just threw on gasoline on the fire yesterday, right? So you come to today, and we've seen somewhat of another retracement as of today, even lower. Like I said, I called it yesterday. I said I still do think there's going to be a little bit more pain, bouncing around that 57,900. So far, that has been where we've found some support. Like I said, it looks like we might have formed somewhat of a W pattern, but this 59.6 area looks like it's going to be a big spot for some resistance for right now. So, we're going to have to take it day by day. For right now, and this is something that you guys have to understand, is that we can't control what's going on right now, right? I tell you guys this all the time. We can't control what's going on. I understand that, a lot of you guys, your portfolios are in the red. It sucks, right? The only thing that you can do is take advantage of these dips. And I know it's getting to that point now, right? We've been on a downward trend. I pointed this out yesterday. We've been on a downward trend since March, right? March, we made all-time highs, and we have been making lower highs since, right? But if you really think about it, us sitting around 59,000, 60,000, not bad. Not bad at all, honestly. If this is the dip that we're going to get during this bull run, this would be nothing. This is petty, and it's only setting us up for a massive run whenever it starts. So, like I was going to say, is the only thing that we can control is if you're able to eating up those dips, dollar cost averaging in, adding to your positions, and staying confident, knowing that, we're going to see another leg up here, right? We're going to see another leg up. How high are we going to go, right? And this time, don't let greed take over, and take those profits. Take those profits. Make sure you secure your bag. So, Gina said, I could not buy NFK today. At first buy, finally did a buy-in. Gina said all systems were acting up today. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what was going on when I was trying to transfer from like DeFi over to like central exchanges. It literally was telling me that like it was like you can't transfer anything right now to central exchange. I'm like, what the freaking hell is going on? And this is while we were like dipping like crazy too. I was like, bro, you're playing with my money right now. Rug, what's going on, bro? He said my portfolio is suffering. I understand, bro. We're all here for it, man. Don't worry. You know what's so funny is like 2 days ago we were up, right? Specifically for Ordi, we were up, and I was like, I told you guys. Remember, I was telling you the story yesterday. I was like, when I was literally looking at my portfolio when we were up right here. I bought down here, we were up, and I was like, like I was up, good chunk, right? Good chunk. And I was like, I should sell off right now. I was like, nope. I was like, I always do that, and I always sell too soon, right? A lot of times. Sometimes I sell at a great time. Others, I'm like, bro, but now I'm looking at it, and I'm like, damn. Even take out the profits, right? Take out maybe not making as much. It still just would have been able for me to buy using the same liquidity and adding to, buying right back in on Ordinals with a 28% discount, right? That's what I look back and I'm like, damn it, that would have been a power move right there, because that would have been a good way for me to accumulate a lot more without having to actually add more liquidity into my portfolio, if you understand what I'm saying. So it is what it is, right? So we're all looking back and we're kind of just like, damn, it's just like, how much longer, right? How much longer are we going to go through this? And I think that's the question that we've all been asking. But like I always tell you guys, I always show you the charts from 2021, right? Because that's the recent, bull run that we've been on. It might not be anywhere near like what we've gone through in this one, right? Very, very different, but there's going to be similarities in there. And I think the similarities are going to be, after making all-time highs for Bitcoin in 2001, we went down a big amount, and we sat down from 65,000 down to 29K and sat there for a solid 2 to 3 months, right? Like I tell you guys all the time, you want to talk about people ready to jump off a damn bridge and stuff like that, or just quit. Sorry, Lex, just kicked my dog. Or quit, in crypto. That was the time right there, and it was like trying not to listen to all that FUD and just negativity, it was just like, that's what I feel like we're in right now, but not to a severity of what we saw back in 2021. So hopefully it doesn't get down to that, because when I'm telling you it was rough, it was freaking rough. Bro, who actually called out dogs yesterday? Gina, was that you? Gina, didn't you call out dogs yesterday? This is my first time looking at the bubbles right now. And yep, you did. Gina called out dogs yesterday, and look at that. Is Gina our time traveler? Because she freaking called out dogs yesterday, and look at this. This thing is the only project that's up right now. That's crazy. Dog on Ton. Let's pull that up real quick. Let's pull that up. Hey, real quick, guys. Shout out to the whole community today. You guys did great on Wednesday. What are we calling it? The Wednesday no FUD buy. You guys killed it today on buying in, adding to the bags for no FUD koala. Shout out to the whole freaking Discord community. Shout out to Jasmy for orchestrating this. Jasmy, honestly, bro, salute, dude. These Wednesdays are coming out to be nothing but spectacular. And the only reason why we're seeing these red candles is because Solana has been dropping, right? Because if you notice, it's been nothing but greens. We did see one little ass sell, right? But it's been nothing but green buy-ins all day today, right? So that red candle that came was actually from a buy, right? Because Solana dropped. So shout out to the whole community, and special shout out and thank you to all you guys and Jasmy for just motivating the community and orchestrating that, bro. Pulling up Ton real quick. I want to pull up Ton. So let's pull up Ton actually. Let's see. I have a we're going to be covering something on Telegram as well. So you guys, we've been obviously covering this story and everything that's been going on since the members only stream. Remember, Sunday we were streaming. We do Sundays as members only day. So we always do a members only stream, and usually what we're doing is we're calling out plays during that stream, right? So if you guys are interested in that, come join. We usually chill for like an hour or two on stream. It's a smaller crowd, and literally you can pick my brain. No Diddy on that one. Hit that join button. It's only $5 to join, right? And we do have random airdrops for NFK too, so I do give back as well on the community. So we did pull up Ton as of Sunday because the story had just dropped in regards to the Telegram CEO getting arrested. And I, was pointing out that this might be a nice little play with Ton, because I was predicting, and I still am, because it hasn't really recovered much, right? I mean, it dropped down. This was the drop for the whole market, right? The whole market for Ton dropped down. I'm sorry, for the whole crypto market dropped down. This was a steal right here, in my opinion. Obviously, you saw the nice little recover, and then this right here is obviously the drop from the CEO, from Tether dropping. And you can see so far from the bottom, it's been about $5 even, $5.01, right? So right now, it is about $5.44, so it hasn't rebounded as fast as I was anticipating, right? It's up about 8% from the bottom of this drop. So nothing too crazy. So if you're still thinking of jumping in, I really, in my opinion, not financial advice, don't think it's a bad time even right now where it's at. You guys know I'm pretty bullish on Ton. Long term, I do think that this is going to be a solid ecosystem as they continue to build. So you guys can see right now, little recovery, but we did cover that. But Gina pulled up dogs yesterday, and we were talking about this. It is up about 20%. The charts look a little not like wonky or anything like that, but you can see that initial run up, right? And then you can kind of see it's consolidating to the side. So I mean, project doesn't look bad. Me personally, if I was to, if I was interested in jumping in on this project, I don't know if I would jump in necessarily right now with, it being up 21% for the day. I don't know if I would jump in necessarily right now. So you can see with the fib retracement, which I really don't like using fib retracements on DeFi on new projects because this thing's going to do whatever the hell it wants to do. Right now, this project just dropped literally 2 days ago, right? So it's a fairly new project, but you can see so far after this nice run up, it obviously dropped down under the 0.5, broke out as of today, but hitting its head on the 382, kind of looks like it's almost made a double top, right? This like M pattern right here, double top, and you can see the red candle starting to point down towards the 0.5. So I wouldn't be surprised this project, particularly if it does come down, that you're probably going to either find some support at the 0.5, which is going to be at that the 13, or you'll have that solid support at the 11 where it looks like it's already found massive support. So doesn't look bad, but me personally, I would, I'd probably just have some patience if you're looking to jump in on this project particularly. But it is number one on Ton right now, taking over Notcoin. Oh, Bullish said he bought dogs yesterday. Nice. Did you sell off though? That's the question. Are you still holding, or did you sell? That's the question, Bullish. All right, you're holding. Nice. Oh, yeah. Let's jump into some news. We'll jump, I guess, since we're talking about Ton right now anyway. So Telegram's Pavel, freed from custody, awaits court ruling. So when I read this earlier, this dropped around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I was anticipating that Ton was going to start running. And that might be why we've seen an initial, probably, you could see it did have a nice little candle, the candle wick, running up to almost $6 before getting rejected. It looks like it's finding support now somewhere around this 382 level, right? So, but I was anticipating a run on this thing, but I guess given how the markets are looking as well, it was a very short-lived run. So Telegram CEO Pavel, a Franco-Russian billionaire, was released from police custody but has been transferred to the Paris courthouse where he faces multiple charges including terrorism and child abuse content. Now, remember, he didn't necessarily do any of this stuff, right? He didn't necessarily do any of this stuff. They're using some kind of a loophole to where they're saying that he allowed this stuff on the platform because you have to remember Telegram is believe it or not, the other app that this guy started off with, and I was comparing it to, was WhatsApp. This guy actually started off WhatsApp. That's what's crazy. Now WhatsApp is owned by Facebook, Zuckerberg, right? But with these apps, they have encryptions to where you don't know who the hell the people are, right? So it's used in good, and it's also used in a lot of bad. You have a lot of bad actors on there that are doing stuff that they don't want to get caught doing, right? And these governments know that. And the one thing with this guy is that he understands that, but supposedly from his interview, he's saying that even if he wanted to help, he couldn't. It's how the code is written that they don't know who is who on there. That's the pleasures of having this certain app, right? So they're like, all right, well then we're going to charge you for everything that we know that's going on that app, right? So, excuse me. It's I don't know how you want to look at it, right? It's kind of like you understand why the governments personally are particularly trying to, get in there and they want to know who's what and what's going on for certain investigations. But at the same time, these guys like this guy and possibly a few other people with some of the apps are trying to, provide spaces where the government still don't have any kind of hold over it, right? Other than shutting down the complete internet, right? They still don't have any hold on it. So I don't know. It's two different ways you can look at it. And I'm not condoning anything that bad that's going on Telegram. Me personally, I stay away from Telegram because my experiences on Telegram are usually people trying to scam, right? That's why we shut down the Telegram on our no FUD token, because I didn't want to deal with it. I actually wasn't even dealing with it. I had other people manning the Telegram, and it was just freaking it was just scams, right? It was just nothing but people trying to scam. And I was like, bro, shut it down. I don't want anything to do with it, right? So, and that's why we closely, we have a freaking gridlock on the Discord, right? Because I don't want to sit there and have to watch every message that comes through, right? So we have a gridlock to where nobody can join the Discord. It's been like that for the last few months. We have a tight-knit squad of like 200 people in there, and it's staying like that. I will open the gates for anybody that wants to come in as long as it's approved, right? So according to the AFP, Durov was moved on Wednesday, August the 28th, to a Paris courthouse to face a possible indictment. Durov was arrested at Le Bon Airport, I know I didn't say that right, near Paris over the weekend, accused of failing to moderate criminal content on his encrypted messaging platform. So nothing, I really don't care about what's going on with that. So the arrest sparked a sharp decline in Ton coin, the crypto linked to Telegram, which plunged 20% to $5.30, with the market cap fallen to 13.6 billion. The crypto community expressed strong support for Telegram founder Pavel Durov following his arrest in France over the allegations of inadequate moderation of criminal activity on the platform. And there's a lot of supposedly there's like this big a big thing that there's like over 300,000 signatures that were asking the French government to release them, along with some big hitters like Elon Musk and a few other big billionaire tech people that were asking, because they believe in free speech. Unfortunately, like I said, it stinks because we understand that the platform is being used for for wrong as well, right? But we can't let the bad people take out our freedom of speech, or we're all going to be screwed, right? I won't be able to come out on here and talk the way I want to, that's how it'll get if they take out these platforms, because they won't stop. It'll just keep going to each platform as they govern what we say and what we talk about, right? And then who's to say down the road they don't want us talking about crypto anymore, right? And they start shutting down all the crypto channels. It could happen, guys. So this is the story that I was talking about, guys. The massive liquidations rock Bitcoin and Ethereum. This was as of earlier today. So the crypto market is playing a game of hide and seek with Bitcoin and Ethereum, leading the charge as they hover around key price levels. The entire crypto market has been in a state of distress, losing approximately 15% of its value between July 29th and August 28th. The market cap has declined from 248 trillion down to 2.1 trillion, reflecting a widespread bearish sentiment. As of August 28th, that's today, Bitcoin has taken a fresh tumble, dropping over 4% in the last 24 hours to trade at $60,000 levels. The decline followed a near dip to 58,000 before a slight recovery. Just a month ago, on July 29th, Bitcoin was comfortably sitting at 69,400. Boy, we would take that back in a day, right? Remember when we were looking at 69,000 during those periods of time? During those periods of times, we were looking at 69,000 and we were like, man, what's going on with Bitcoin, right? And now that we're at like 59,000, I'm like, all right, you know what? 69,000 doesn't look too bad, right? Hey, 69. So marking a sharp decline of about 14% in literally just a month, Bitcoin has dropped down 4%. And you can see this is the same chart that I've showed you guys as far as us making lower highs for Bitcoin, right? It's just inevitable. Anybody that looks at the chart can see it clear as day, right? So on August 27th, which was yesterday, the day I lost, spot Bitcoin ETFs experienced heavy outflows with around 127 million pulled out, marking the first day of outflows after 8 consecutive days of inflows. This shift could be a key factor behind the sharp correction we're witnessing. Meanwhile, Ethereum has mirrored Bitcoin's moves, with price dipping near 4% to its current level of 2,500. However, Ethereum's journey over the past month has been even rockier, experienced a 22% drop in just 30 days. And this is the Ethereum chart, which doesn't look, you can see Bitcoin at least has had these swings. Ethereum has had these, like, it looks like it's had a little bit more of a shakier, time as far as it's still making lower highs. So the challenges for ETH have been intensified by spot Ethereum ETFs, which saw a cumulative outflow of over 115 million between August 15th to August 27th, with no sign of positive inflows. So you guys get that in 2 weeks. There has been no positive inflows for Ethereum. So the outflows have outweighed the inflows for Ethereum, right? So that tells you right there. This is just for ETFs, right? But that shows you that the bears are in charge right now. They've been in charge for the last month or two, and if you really think about it, right? So a massive liquidations rocked the crypto market. So in the recent sharp downturn in the crypto market can be traced to several interconnected events, creating a perfect storm for the sell-off we're witnessing. In the last 24 hours, as of August 28th, nearly $320 million in crypto positions have been liquidated. And I am part of that $320 million, unfortunately, guys. I really am. You guys can see I got wrecked. I definitely got wrecked yesterday. So the vast majority of these liquidations hit long traders who faced losses of 261 million, dwarfing the 58 million in short liquidations, indicating that many traders were betting on the market to go up. And this is what I was telling you guys, right? As of Sunday, everything was pointing towards up in the markets. All the indications, all the indicators, just everything that you could look at was pointing towards the upside. And I should have thought, okay, if everything's pointing towards the up, let's short this bitch, right? And I didn't. So Bitcoin led the charge of these liquidations. Over 101 million wiped out. Of this, 82 million came from long positions, meaning traders who were confident Bitcoin would continue rising were caught off guard. And that's pretty much that. That's what I wanted to pretty much cover as far as that. And like I said, in order for us to get to the point where all these liquidations happen, there still had to been a big sell-off to initiate this, right? It didn't just happen. There was a big sell-off last night. There really was. We don't know where or what it came from. Remember, I was saying that this was probably market manipulation from something like maybe the U.S. government. But I heard on I Am George's channel when he was talking last night or this morning. It was one of the I don't remember when I watched his video, but he actually confirmed, because he went on where they watched these wallets, and it wasn't the U.S. government. It wasn't any government, right? They really couldn't point a finger of who the hell actually did sell off such a massive amount to initiate all these longs being liquidated. So, it doesn't really matter, right? It doesn't really matter in a sense, but it's always interesting to find out what's going on. Now, the one thing that they were able to point out was that ARK Investment, which is a big ETF for Bitcoin, did see a big sell-off yesterday. And they were saying that this could have been something Kathy Woods is the one that runs that ETF. She had been pointing and indicating that she was going to be repositioning herself on big assets. And they're thinking that she was one of them, if not the one, that sold off a massive, massive position in Bitcoin yesterday. So, I hate to point the fingers, but it's probably her. But it's crazy because to have just one person, right, whether it was her or if it was, whoever, to have that much power in the market, it's crazy. It really is crazy. But regardless, remember I was telling you guys, I was like, this is market manipulation clearly. And that's what it is, whether it was on purpose or what. You could tell that there was something going on in the back end with particularly crypto, which was causing that massive sell-off. So it is what it is, guys, right? You just got to pick up and keep moving. So you guys are wondering, why did I have Gary Gensler on the thumbnail today, right? Dirty Gary, right? Well, you guys can see that picture looks familiar, right? Dirty Gary. So OpenSeas gets a Wells notice from the SEC, which calls NFTs sold on the platform securities. Here we go again, right? I don't know if this is going to have any effect on the market, but I'm sure, a crippling space in the crypto space right now, which is the NFTs, right? That hasn't really rebounded since 2021. And now you have a big platform, which I believe is the biggest platform for sales for NFTs, is now getting sued from the SEC, just like they did XRP, right? They're literally doing the same exact thing. I told you guys, they're moving from they're just trying to, they don't care. They have enough money, they have enough time, or do they have enough time, right? Because remember, we have a chance to get this guy the hell out, right? Make sure you guys go out and vote. Make sure you guys go out and vote, because this current administration is going to keep this guy in power, and he's going to keep staying here. And we don't need 4 more years of this guy coming after crypto. We don't need it, guys. So you know what to do, in regards to wanting to see him get out of there. So, and I quote, "We're shocked that the SEC would make such a sweeping move against creators and artists," says the CEO of OpenSea. Non-fungible tokens NFT marketplace OpenSea received a notice from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission that it intends to pursue an enforcement action, the company disclosed on Wednesday. OpenSea has received a well notice from the SEC threatening to sue us because they believe the NFTs on our platform are securities. OpenSea CEO Dan wrote in his social media platform. So that's the tweet that he put out. He said, "We're shocked that the SEC would make such a sweeping move against creators and artists, but we're ready to stand up and fight." And, that's one thing, too, is that, now that the XRP has won its case, they know it can be done, right? But, is it going to happen every time? Who knows? Art said, "I hate YouTube. It never sends me reminders." I was wondering where you're at, bro. Do you pick up more Ordi? Ordi dropped down to like 26. So Wells notices are primarily warnings that informs the respondents of the charges the regulators consider bringing against them. They usually lead to the enforcement actions. Finzer said his company will fight the notice and pledged $5 million to help cover legal fees for any NFT creators and developers that may also get such a notice. "I hope the SEC will come to its senses sooner rather than later, and that they will listen with an open mind," he said. And then they basically go into saying, like, is art a security? I don't know. This is craziness. It's just crazy. You can think of, I know a lot of us don't really hold a lot of NFTs, and NFTs, like I said, have been kind of, dormant in the last few years. But you look at this crap and you're like, bro, you don't have anything else to do. right? There's actual, things going on out there where people are getting scammed, massive stuff going on, and you're literally trying to attack crypto still. It's ridiculous. It honestly is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So hopefully come November, we won't have to deal with this guy, too much longer. We actually read in the article that even if like a certain person does get in office that said they were going to get rid of Gary Gensler, it won't happen overnight. It won't happen overnight whatsoever. But you better believe it'll change his tune probably if a certain person gets it back into the office. So we're not going to get political, though. We're not going to get political. So Art said, of course, bro. Damn, bro. You over there? What are you about to turn into a whale? Don't take up all the ordinals now. There's only 21 million in circulation, pal. All right, leave a little bit for the rest of us over here. This guy's freaking buying all the damn ordinals. Sheesh. 550 million right now. $26.50. Not too bad. Not looking bad right now, honestly, as far as it's been bouncing. And I'm saying not looking too bad as far as buying in. Obviously, it's down for sure. But you can see it's bouncing off of a solid spot that we talked about yesterday for ordinals as far as holding that support. So, doesn't look bad. Pretty much my buy-in is anything below literally where it's at right now. I would even say right now isn't a bad time. Where's a bad time to accumulate ordinals, to be honest. And you know what? Bear with me, because I'm going to make a move. Let me see something here. All right, I was picking up some ordinals. So you guys can see I'm still purchasing. That was my confirmation it went through. So you guys can see, even myself, I'm just slowly but surely. This is all we can do, guys. It's just slowly but surely dollar cost averaging. Now, if I don't sit there and I don't tell you guys, if you notice, I don't tell you guys, oh, I just picked up 100 ordinals or anything like that. I don't like to give out numbers because I don't want you guys to feel like I'm flexing on anybody or anything like that. Like, I don't care. But I will tell you, every time I do purchase, unless there's like a massive drop, like just now, picked up about 5% more, right, of what I'm holding, right? So it was a good amount, but it's small, right? Because what I'm doing is just slowly but surely dollar cost averaging in, because, I still do believe, if things don't pick up soon, right? And this is what it is with Bitcoin, is if we don't pick up soon and just start pointing towards the upside and start getting back to certain levels, you're going to start seeing the bears coming out in full force, right? And you're going to be out there like, they're going to be out there, I told you the market's going back down, and we're going, that's it, that was it. Bitcoin's not making all-time highs, and that starts spreading like a plague, right? And I'm not saying that the bears are going to take over just from what they're saying, but you want to see that confidence stay in the market, and it will start to dwindle if we don't start getting back up to certain levels. Mark my words. And then it's going to be, a rough time for us getting back that bullish sentiment and getting back up to certain levels. So, another thing that I did jump in on, guys, is I bought in on Myro. I picked up some Myro as well today, somewhere pretty much where we're at right now, around that 6.5 cent mark as well. So picked up Myro. My next thing that I'm going to be buying is I told you guys I want to add to I want to get my bag back of Milady, and she's looking pretty solid as far as jumping in. So Myro, you guys know, I've been telling you guys for myself, bullish, about $62 million market cap. What I like about Myro is obviously this is a Solana OG project, right? Came out with Dog with Hat and around where BONK came out around that time, so it's not doing too bad. It's been holding pretty strong, but it trades on a lot of major exchanges, Crypto.com, KuCoin. You have it on Bybit, Gate.io. A lot of big exchanges are actually holding on to Myro, so it does have a lot of exposure to do really well, right? It does have a lot of exposure to do really well. So with that, picked it up, $60 million market cap. You can't beat it, guys, in my opinion. Let's pull up Milady's market cap and see what she's looking at right now. She's usually sitting around, I'm going to predict she's at like 58 million. 59 million. So right now, I mean, bro, if I was to tell you a project like Milady, I in my opinion, think that Milady's going to definitely break over $1 billion for market cap. Now, is it going to stay above? That's something we don't know, but going to at least see that $1 billion mark, right? And you can buy in right now at 1/20th of the price. Bro, it's a win-win right there. But it's going to take some time to get there. And I think that right there is what's going to drive the difference between a lot of people, is that a lot of people are going to be impatient. They're going to be emotionally where, you know, they just like, bro, I can't take it. We're not doing anything, or we keep coming down, or whatever the case is. And they're going to move on, right? They're going to move on, and eventually the markets are going to retrace at some point, and we're going to be running back up. Everybody's going to be screaming to the moon, you know, and the hype will come back for a project like Milady, a project like Myro. I mean, if you really think about it, a lot of these projects, no one's talking about them right now, right? Meme coins are non-existence right now, right? You pull up like Dog with Hat, still holding over $1 billion, but I mean, when you look at it, for the month, it's down over 30% for the month, right? No one's talking about Dog with Hat right now. Let's pull up PEPE, right? PEPE's the biggest one pretty much, right? I mean, obviously market cap Dogecoin's the biggest, but you have PEPE. Let's look at it for the month. 30% down, right? All these meme coins are all down right now, and no one's talking about them, right? This is the time that you have the opportunity. If you believe in this, right? This isn't financial advice, but if you believe in any of these meme coins, or you felt like you missed out on them, this is the good time. This is the time when you're buying in. When everybody is scared, no one's talking about meme coins. They're down right now, like I said, for the month, almost 35%, particularly for PEPE. These are the times that you want to just put all that bullshit aside, the emotions, not financial advice, and just be dollar cost averaging in. Ricky, what's going on, bro? Art said, I feel like it's going to keep going down. I bought some Ordies too. Nice. Just now. Ricky said, when they don't talk about it, it's time to buy. Exactly, bro. That's exactly what I'm saying. You know, and it's hard to do that, right? You know, when the markets are coming down and everybody's not talking about any of these projects, it's hard. Like, even buying ordinals right now, just adding my bag, I still have that feeling where you're like, should you be buying in right now, right? Or adding to your bag? Because I have a big bag of it already, right? But that's the stuff that I've gone through previously on the last bear market and the before the last bull market that we were in 2020, 21. This is what I was going through, and it was rough, right? But I was like, I'm gonna just keep buying. I was like, bro, if I have extra money, instead of this shit sitting in the bank, I'm gonna put, not all of it, right? Because you always got to plan for a rainy day, and you don't want to use money that you got to feed your family with or pay your bills or anything like that. But if you have extra cash, right, and you have time on your side where you can just let that shit sit there for the next year or however long, bro, it's going to eventually go up, right? It's going to eventually go up. And that's what I did in 2020, 21, and I did great. And we did the same thing back over in 2020, 22, 23 when we were in that long bear market. It was freaking rough out there, dude. I'm telling you, it was bad. We started the channel off in freaking the bear market. Milady, that's at 60 million. Milady, when I first started making my first videos on Milady over almost 2 years ago now, right? It's been like a year and a half, almost 2 years, I think it's coming up to. Milady was at like $15 million market cap, right? And I'm talking about it was dead. No one was talking about it. And there was still a big group of us that were all just accumulating and picking up Milady. A lot of those same people that were all in this channel 7 months ago, 8 months ago when we were making highs, they haven't been around lately, right? I know a lot of them sold off and made some good money, right? You know, and I tip my hat to a lot of them, right? But we're getting that chance again where it's, you know, these prices are coming back down. meme coins like this. Milady's down to 50 something million dollars, bro. That's a steal. We saw Milady run up to 200 recently, right? So, I mean, I guess we all have different financial situations, right? And we all look at the markets differently. Some of us are in the red right now, bad, right? And they're like, bro, I can't. And I understand. I completely understand. For those people that are like that, I say, not financial advice, but don't get swayed out of your bag, especially if you're in the red, right? Don't sell them. Don't sell your whatever you're holding back at a loss, because you're going to look back. If it's a month down the road, if it's 2 weeks down the road, if it's a year down the road, you're going to look back at some point, and everything that you sold is going to be way up. And you're going to be like, holy shit, I didn't even have to sell, and I did. And now you're going to be buying back in, or you're just going to have this stank look at crypto, right? And you're going to be missing out on money. So, Gina said, I bought more MOG and win. Nice. Bullish said, we all in it together, G. 100%, bro. We're all here. And like I said, I don't care how bad the markets get. I'm going to be right here with you guys. I'm going to have me a nice cold tea, which I'm pretty much done with. I need to get like a little cooler next to me, right? Nice little cooler. I'm going to be setting up a new studio here soon, guys. I am. I got to move. I got to move ahead of me as far as like moving into a new house. And I'm going to be setting up a new studio. So it's going to be pretty dope. Hopefully I'm not going to have this black drop behind me. I'm going to have like a nice studio vibe. So we'll see, because my plan is to go 100% YouTube eventually in the next 6 months or something like that. But I will tell you, being on YouTube, being in the crypto space during a bear market, it is rough. I'm telling you, it's so much easier during a bull market. If you guys remember, during March, we would have freaking 200 people in here, and then it's like as we started going down, you could see the viewers start to go down, right? But right when we go back up to being bullish, it's like it will have a massive influx of people coming back in. So it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. Let's take a look and see what Bitcoin's doing real quick. And I think as far as articles, we've looked at everything. Don't forget, guys, 20 days, guys, we have until the FOMC meeting, right? So FOMC meeting coming out. This is going to be in 20 days from now. Obviously, you can see I told you these are going to be shifting a little bit. So now we have about 36.5% of the market calling some kind of a half to a 0.75% decrease in interest rates. And then we have 63.5 calling for 0.25 to about 0.5% decrease or ease in interest rates. So these will be shifting back and forth as we get closer to that meeting. So we also have that in front of us in regards to, some bullish stuff. I don't think it's going to be an extreme, market mover when that happens, but most likely when we do get the indication that the Feds 100% are reducing the rates and they actually have done it, it's going to be something positive for the markets, right? It's going to be something positive. So hopefully, within 20 days, Bitcoin's back up, into the mid 60s. Hopefully it's somewhere around the 70s, and we can get that news to drop, and that can give us a nice catalyst to where we can start running. Because we do know, historically speaking, guys, whenever we're in a bull run, usually the end of the years are usually the most bullish, right? And we're getting close to that, guys. We're getting close to that. So, hold tight. Be strong as far as, just not selling out of your positions at a loss, and if we see days like we're seeing yesterday, these drops, if you're able to financially, not financial advice, take advantage of it, because this is the only thing that you can do in regards to taking advantage of these dips. And when we do run, I keep telling you guys, when you're up like crazy, take profits, secure the bag, because you're always going to get another opportunity to get right back into the market at a beautiful spot and do it all over again. Think like a whale, right? Think like a whale, because that's exactly what they all do. So I think with that being said, guys, I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to let you guys go. Hope you guys have a great night tonight. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me tonight. Make sure you hit that like real quick. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Hit the like. Go on, hit it. I'll wait. Hit the like real quick. Come on. It's one little click away, bro. Come on. Don't be a hater. Hit that like. All right, guys. I appreciate it. I really do. I thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe. Hit the like. We're going to be fine, guys. Keep your heads up. We will be here every day at the same time, streaming. We'll get through this. I'm telling you guys, mark my words. We don't know when, but whenever it does, whenever we get back into that bullishness in the market, we're going to be running, and it's going to be like nothing even happened. Happens every time, right, guys? Other than that, be safe out there. If you haven't already, take advantage of that No FUD Koala buy-in Wednesdays. Check it out on Solana. Hit the subscribe. Hit the like. Check out the merch. That's on the website. That's on YouTube. Check it out. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night. See ya.